a question is, when Dajjal does appear, how can we prepare ourselves for that moment? That's the question.
The Prophet, Allah's blessings be upon him, said, he gave us a timeline of events which will culminate with the appearance of Dajjal in person. He's already here, but you can't see him. But he'll now appear in person. Those who have been learning from me already know this subject very well. But maybe some in Portsmouth have not been listening to me. This is the hadith. Our Prophet, which Allah's blessing be upon him, prophesied as only a prophet could have prophesied. So if you're listening to me in Greece, if you're listening to me in Armenia, listen, only a prophet could have prophesied like this. He said that when Jerusalem is built up, center stage in the world, at that time, Yathrib, meaning Medina, would be in ruins, meaning in forlorn desolation. And then he went on to say that when Yathrib is in ruins or in forlorn desolation, the opposite of Jerusalem, then the next event that will occur is the Great War, the Malhama. Then he went on to say that the next event after the Malhama, which could be either 7 months or 7 years after the Malhama, would be the conquest of Constantinople. This is why they changed the name to Istanbul, to hide this hadith. And then he said, and of course I understood from my eschatology, that the conquest of Constantinople by a Muslim army was not only to free the Bosphorus for ships to pass through from the Black Sea into the Mediterranean Sea, and NATO cannot stop that, but also that the conquest of Constantinople was meant to allow us to return Hagia Sophia. Return Hagia Sophia to those to whom it rightfully belongs. And the Turkish government could take that and put it in a pipe and smoke it. We are going to return Hagia Sophia, the cathedral, to those to whom it rightfully belongs, and you cannot stop it. When that happens, the alliance between Muslims and Orthodox Christians would be sealed, and you cannot prevent it. You cannot prevent it. He said after the conquest of Constantinople, the next event is the appearance of Dajjal. He will appear now in person. When Dajjal appears in person, and he is ruling the world from Jerusalem, only then will Allah send the Messiah, the Imam al-Mahdi. And the Imam will then liberate Jaziratul Arab, so goodbye Saudi Arabia. And Darul Islam, the Khilafah state, would be restored in Arabia. That is the greatest threat to Israel now. The greatest threat of all is the Khilafah state established in Arabia. And when the Imam leaves Arabia and goes to Damascus, it is then that Israel will launch a massive invasion of Syria to try to capture the Imam and kill him. And they will surround the masjid in Damascus. And that's when Nabi Isa alayhi salam will return. But you must read my book, the last one I've written, The Messiah, the Quran, and Akhir Zaman. It has this subject there. Okay?